Welcome back, Racing Addicts fans.
Yes. Chase Briscoe is still on the gas.
I mean, to be fair, I think everybody wishes they had 2 more inches.
Get down, bad boy!
We're all going to be in debt.
I don't know how we're going to do this.
Smash that like button like Brad smashes people in the chart.
Well, it was undisclosed liquid.
You're going back to the
The
door
center
numbers.
number. Where's my Swifties at?
Oh my gosh.
And just like that, we're off the rail.
Welcome back. Special episode. I was going to say welcome back to the Racing Addicts podcast, but it's not just the Racing Addicts podcast. It is the Racing Addicts podcast plus the Here for Speed podcast. We probably should have come up with a more clever name because that's a really long title. But it sounds like the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts
I was just going to say,
series.
it's not nearly as bad as O'Reilly Auto Parts series.
Yeah.
The Nopes.
The Nopes. Welcome back to the Rapifus. I am joined locally by everybody's favorite voice, Kevin. How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. What's going on, guys?
And then most importantly, we are joined by the Here for Speed podcast, half of them directly from somewhere in Florida. Jake and Jeff, what's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? I'm Jake. That's just Jeff.
That's just Jeff.
Just Jeff.
Just Jeff. And if anyone that's followed us for a while, we've done a couple things together now, except a race weekend, which needs to happen like ASAP. That has got to be on the...
you kind of cheated on your guys and came down and hung out.
I know. Yeah. See, we came to Daytona last year, and you guys were too busy to come see us. So,
no, it was pouring rain all day. Rain all day.
Well, that's also because we were there. We are the rain curse. Like anywhere we go, I think 80% of the races we've been to, it's rained. Like legitimately. Like it's,
no, we're very similar, especially being down here at the Homestead and stuff. It rains all the time.
That's
every race we go to.
That sounds about right with Florida. Yeah, it's like every day is a different season, sort of. Well, different variation of summer.
That's when you do what I do, which is where you go and you just don't buy a ticket, and then you wait until it rains, and then they need to fill the seats, and you just walk right in.
That's perfect.
It's funny. We sit down for the Xfinity race, and Matt's sitting next to me, and it's like they're literally about to fire engines, and it's like lightning delay, and me and Matt just look at each other like, "Yep,
that's about right. Yeah, that's about right." Well, we went to Dover Xfinity this year, and it was beautiful weather.
Like the entire week leading up to the race, it was beautiful weather.
And the second Cup cars got on the track for practice, complete monsoon rolled through, and we're like, "Yep, that's about right. That's on par."
And then they were racing the clock to try and get the rest of the race in, before the next set of rainstorms came. It was ridiculous.
And then
that was brutally hot, wasn't it?
It was,
dude.
It was over 100 that day.
Oh, it was 100% humidity and 95 degrees. I mean, it was like awful. It was straight awful.
In Florida.
Kind of. Yes, exactly.
I think that race and Indy are the two that are like the two hottest races of the year. So good for y'all for toughing it out.
Hey, at least next week it's in May. So now it'll just be 50 and rain. So we'll get into that. That's on the list.
You guys went to that, and then Indy was brutal, and I was like, man, I'm going to Iowa, man. It's going to be hot. Holy crap. And then it cools down to like high of like 73. I'm like, sweet.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Perfect. No rain. So
we're already there in Pennsylvania. We have already entered fall, apparently. So.
Oh, no. It was 90-something out here.
Dang,
it was brutal today.
Yeah.
So nice.
Sorry, we'll be back to 90 tomorrow, and then I'll get sick again because that's what happens. So anyway, moving on. We have a long list. We have a lot to talk about, and we are good at talking. So this could be a 4.5 hour episode. It might be. Yeah.
Please.
Not again. Not again. Not like last time. But we'll start out looking ahead. We did just get the schedule, and we kind of already made a joke about it. And just wanted to kind of chat through with you guys. Like, we'll start with the Florida gang. What are kind of your favorite and least favorite parts of the 2025 schedule? And we'll kind of encompass all three series because I feel like all three schedules kind of work together.
Yeah, for sure. I think for us locally, being biased, you guys are the home of the bias, so we'll play off of that energy a little bit.
Amen. Come on, brother. Come on.
The St. Pete truck race. I know a lot of people are like really upset with how many truck races how many road courses the trucks have. But we're super stoked about the St. Pete race because we're definitely going to go like 100%. That's right in our back. So that's a good one. A con of that is the trucks do have too many road courses. in my opinion. And I think my other big win is probably North Wilkesboro getting a points race for Cup. It's pretty stellar.
That was going to be mine. I'm like, that just is like vintage vibes. I love it. You know? Yeah. I'm excited about that one for sure. My low point for the schedule is we still have New Hampshire. And
some hate for his. Come on.
God.
No.
We might be okay with this new tire. They're bringing a new tire. They're bringing the Richmond tire. They're bringing the Richmond tire set.
Yeah.
Why is the race only 300 miles?
I know.
Lame.
It's all right. Anyway. A Penske car will win, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Probably.
Sure.
What about you guys? What's some off the top that you guys are liking?
Why don't you take it first, Kev? What are you thinking?
First and foremost, I think NASCAR going back to Rockingham, that was huge this year. I think they did the sport good. I think they brought back maybe some of their fans that they lost because of that nostalgia factor. And the fact that the surface has kind of aged in the way it has, it made for really good racing on both ends of the track. There was passing high, low, and everywhere in between. And the cars could actually move. Now, granted, the Cup Series wasn't there, but I think that's what actually may have made the weekend even better for me.
Yeah, it was. And I'm so glad in 2026 that we have both.
Yeah.
Like that's, they're both back, which is good because there was rumors circulating with the sale of Rockingham, not sale of Rockingham, that it was going to maybe take a hit. So I was glad to see that Trucks and Xfinity in 2026 both back at Rockingham because that was a killer weekend.
It was. Oh, that was a blast. I think we all had fun except for the sleeping situation, but we've already touched on that.
We've gone into that. Don't share a room with David. That's the short version of that lesson. If you like sleeping with a diesel truck idling next to you, it's perfect. He's your guy. But yeah.
So the key is you just got to stay up till 3:30 in the morning like we do at Daytona, and then you sleep through everything.
See, exactly. That's the key. Or just get him hammered drunk, and then he's out even better. So I don't know, whatever. So I think looking into 2026, I think I share a lot of the similar sentiments to you guys. For me, North Wilkesboro getting a points date is the biggest thing I'm looking forward to. And I think it has potential to actually be a good race. Like another year of age on the pavement. We're getting the tire in the Cup a little better. Like the track's widening out. Like I feel like it has the potential to be a really good race. And I'm excited for that. The track deserves it. SMI deserves it. The area deserves it. For me, the downfall, and I get it, you kind of had to have a sacrificial lamb to make some of these other things work. So like, I know why they did it. I just don't like it. The Northeast got screwed. Like and that's where we are. But you know, Jake and you and I even talked about earlier today. But like, you go back 4 years in time, we had 2 Pocono races, 2 Dover races, 2 New Hampshire races,
1 Watkins Glen.
Yeah, 1 Watkins Glen at a normal time of the year. Yeah,
and 7 races a year.
And now there's 1 New Hampshire, 1 Pocono, 1 Dover. Watkins Glen is like
getting
still
screwed.
Almost in winter for Western New York.
Well, what's even worse is both the Watkins Glen and the Dover date are both in May,
and they're week to week, which is so dumb. Like it's such and the Northeast just really, really got screwed, and that's the part that
upsets me. It's been a progression where the Northeast has been getting, but I mean, I guess in fairness, I mean, like the New Hampshire and Pocono, I mean, they weren't selling out, so I guess you got to try something. It seems like the one race date is working, but it seemed like okay, we got everything down to one date. Crowd looks great, camping looks great, and then you like take Dover's one race and you give it the All-Star race. I'm like, I don't like that.
That's another low I was going to mention too, is just because I think we had maybe mentioned it on one of our shows at some point, but it's just like Dover's not known for its like short run speed. It's meant for its long run speed.
Yeah.
And when you have short sprint 100%. Races like you do in the All-Star race, it's just kind of like, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I guess it could be good, maybe. But like, I'm not very hopeful with how short the heat races are and how short the feature is, and I don't know.
So, did you guys listen to Chase Briscoe and Dale Jr. Interview today?
I did not. I had like 17,000 meetings today, so I was just talking to people all day, and then here I am talking to you. So
I just happened to be listening to it. I just haven't listened to it today, and this is going to blow up over social media the next like couple days, maybe even the next like 3 months. Their idea is to take all the playoff drivers from every series and run a 3-series multi-class race at Dover for the All-Star race.
I'd actually be down for that. I think that's actually a pretty decent idea.
Sell a lot of tickets.
I think
you will sell a lot of tickets
to make it good.
Yeah.
You have to do something wild to make it good. Like I don't know if you listened to our podcast a couple weeks ago. Use that race as your opportunity to just go full on crazy and let the results be what it is. Like bring the craziest soft tire you possibly could. Rip the diffuser off the bottom. Rip the spoiler off the bottom, off the back of the car. Like act like a kid in a candy store and go bananas and just be like, here, let's see what happens. Because the fans would rather it be a poop show than be boring.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you, but the teams won't do it. They just won't do it.
Well, I think
like what you're saying, try to take the spoiler off or take the diffuser off. They don't want to spend the simulation money messing around with.
I think
that's the hurdle that we had last year, which is so unfortunate.
It is, and I think the big issue with the rung what you brung was it was going to mean them altering parts that became unusable. Whereas if you just remove parts.
Did you listen to Holler Talk? They said no, you can't do that.
I don't listen to them. I usually just get mad. So
yeah, I feel you. It's you listen for 45 minutes to get 3 minutes of good information.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
But I mean, they said no, you weren't going to go and be able to modify and change and do all this stuff. Like it was like, hey, here's all the parts and pieces. Assemble it. Do whatever you want. You can't modify it, but do whatever you want. No mandatory ride heights. No whatever. Maybe you could leave a spoiler off. Maybe you could run a shorter spoiler. Maybe you could run the short track package has less rakes on the diffuser. You know, maybe you run the run with the most rakes. I don't know.
Well, I think the big thing is like the teams are going to do whatever makes the car faster, not necessarily what makes it race the best. So I feel like if you're going to do something wild, NASCAR needs to step in and set the standard, because otherwise, like I think the current package is probably the fastest because it's grippy. So like if you when they opened up the rung what you brung, I don't know that anybody would have showed up with anything different, because like if you take the spoiler and the diffuser off, your car is going to go slower. So like teams aren't going to do that because they want to win. And that's where I think NASCAR needs to be like, no, we want the cars to go slower or whatever. We want them to be more out of control, something. And I think that's where, like, I think it was the right idea, wrong execution. I'll give credit where it's due. Sure. Yeah. So just execute it better.
The All-Star race needs to go back to being the experimental race.
Yes.
NASCAR needs to come, like you said, with a crazy different tire. You know, I mean, why don't we run an all-star race on like the wet tires? You know, that was an idea. Bring a rain tire that's grooved, that's just super, super hard. If it blisters, like, bro, slow down. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I agree with you. The only thing that bugs me on this whole conversation is the teams don't want to do it because they would just spend all this time simulating stuff. It's like, just don't sim. Have a gentleman's agreement. We're not going to sim it. We're just going to throw stuff at it. I don't know. But I agree. NASCAR should be the one that dictates, do this, don't do this.
Right.
You know?
And I think they have to, just because they're the only ones not looking for a competitive advantage. Like, that's where they kind of have to do their roles officiating. We'll see when they start handing out charters to IMSA teams. So, not get angry about that. So we're kind of the next.
I did have one more thing about the schedule.
Yeah, hit me.
The biggest drop ball to me was the Watkins Glen moving its date. From what I understand, literally like 2 days before that schedule was going to release, everything was the same except for Richmond and Watkins Glen were switched. But then because of the success of the Richmond sellout, that was not a sellout. It was not. I was on Ticketmaster 30 minutes before they announced it. 1,000% it was not sold out. Right.
And so for sure.
You have a race that does better than it has. And it actually was a good race, but that kept its date because of the momentum it had. You're talking one race versus Watkins Glen, which has a 10-year run of selling out every year and being the best party. Like everybody knows, Watkins Glen is the best party for the camping. So why in the world would you sacrifice Watkins Glen for Richmond, which has sucked for a decade?
And who's going to want to camp at Watkins Glen in May? Like, you've just killed 80% of your attendance there. You know what I mean?
I'd imagine
that sucks.
It's gonna hurt. I mean, you'll have the diehards that always camp like the bus stop. You know, they've been going for like 20 years, but it sucks. That was the biggest. Like, I get, like you said, Dover, sacrificial lamb, but moving one of your absolute best performers for no reason. I just don't get it.
Doesn't
honestly.
make any sense.
Is
And
it
then
Watkins a NASCAR track?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ISC. I'm pretty sure Watkins is ISC.
It is, 'cause Richmond
Yeah.
is too.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't.
It's a miss. Credit where it's due. Xfinity is back at Darlington too next year. I like that because I think Xfinity at Darlington is like one of the greatest races of the year. I love that car at that track. Basically, I like old Cup cars at Darlington is what I'm saying. And what was the? Oh, I went to piggyback on your St. Pete thing because as much as I don't want more road courses, the truck IndyCar collab weekend is brilliant, and I've wondered for years why the two series don't try to do that. So I think that's a win. Like I wish I could go.
Yeah, it makes sense now because Fox bought a third of IndyCar.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, this might become a more regular thing. Hey, how about a truck and IndyCar doubleheader like on like Milwaukee?
Do it.
Do like an oval.
Yeah.
Or
No,
something.
I'm really excited to maybe go to that weekend.
No,
next
maybe
year.
we're going.
Okay.
So
Oh, I'm going to San Diego too.
one other thing about the St. Pete road course that's coming up. I like that they're trying to add in different road courses. I wasn't a fan of the Mexico thing. And I think the Chicago street course was the right idea, but they didn't have enough passing zones. So I think anytime they try these new road courses or street courses, I do think they need to do a little bit more prep or due diligence just to make sure that there is opportunities for people to be able to pass rather than just driving each other through the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I feel like that's what they're kind of doing with the San Diego thing. I think they kind of realized what their mistakes were with Chicago and maybe are trying to like not like reconcile for it, but like trying to adjust and see what's up. And it even started with just like their branding of it so far and like that super awesome trailer for it. I don't know what the course is exactly going to look like or whatever, but it seems pretty awesome ideas. So
to piggyback on what you're saying, like about the way they branded it and the marketing and all that, man, NASCAR building their own media company headquarters thing, that's working.
Dude,
Yeah.
their
Like-
social media team
Everything
is
is perfect,
freaking
but
10
it's
out of
killing.
10. Like,
Oh, they're
absolutely. Their
killing.
social media team's tilling it. Like,
I'm really a big fan. I did listen to some of the drivers were talking about like they're really excited for the layout of the current layout of San Diego. It still definitely could change, but for what it is right now, they're really pumped about it. And then they also said like there's some really cool stuff. Like they'll be at one part like 15 feet away from the water, and having like an aircraft
that's cool.
carrier right
That's
outside.
freaking cool.
And
Like,
then you'll chicane or go around a corner, and it'll be a bunch of helicopters, and then you'll like bumps, like bus stop, turn, some kind of course curve, and there'll be a bunch of aircraft. You know what I mean? So it sounds
That's cool.
That's insane.
that sounds sick.
See, I
It sounds
dig
good.
that.
Like, man, I kind of want to watch it on TV. Maybe going isn't going to be as good.
Yeah.
So just throwing this out there, just out of left field. How about instead of Los Angeles, we go to like San Francisco and recreate Steve McQueen in Bullet with the Mustang? Do that with
Let's
the Truck
go.
Series. How sick would that be? I mean, I know it changed the entire suspension, but that would be a crazy idea.
Why not?
Bottoming out real quick.
Go down. What is it? Lombardi Street.
As long as we get the launch.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever driven down Lombardi Street. It's insane.
It's
But
awesome. I love San
There's plenty of places to get some good airtime right there.
Is Kevin coming in with another great idea?
I mean, just throwing it out there, just trying to help the sport,
Man, what a guy.
I love that reference.
We'll move on to potentially a controversial topic, and we're going to all be respectful here. Looking at the state of the next gen, and obviously the Racing Addicts podcast has been fairly blunt in our opinion of it, but I feel like there's like anything, there's pros and cons. So kind of curious, what are y'all's pros and cons of the next gen, and like where do you feel like that car as a development is right now?
I think Richmond, we see hope, and I think Daytona, we see hope. I mean, we just got off a stretch of like there was definitely some bad races. I mean, we were unapologetic in how we felt about it. But then at the same time, too, I think there's real glimpses for this car to actually be pretty spectacular. I mean, the Richmond race was really good. I mean, the Richmond race actually made me want to be like, all right, get rid of stages now. Like, I'm ready to like start getting rid of stages. And
Honestly, that race would have been better without
for a long
stages.
time.
It totally would have.
Yeah, 100%. If you got a tire that wears out, yes, absolutely. And then Daytona, I think, man, I really think the super speedway thing, it needs work. but it's not terrible. I think what I saw last Saturday was if the guys wanted to race, they could absolutely race. They could if they wanted to, but they kind of get locked in, and you need 3 or 4 to get a line rolling so everybody saves, and we didn't really see a lot of that. And I think it was a mentality shift. I was on the radio the whole time. And really, I mean, you just kind of like, if they were 3 wide and you kind of like mid-pack, you're like, all right, hey, save me when you can. But they were all still trying to make their lines move. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like the 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour slower drafting that we've seen before. So that kind of gives me hope that the super speedway package will, the fear of being locked in the front row or being way behind will make you get more aggressive throughout the race.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, before we get deeper into it, I'll just say this across the board. I think that my faith in NASCAR to be able to fix the car or to make it do what they want it to do or provide good racing product, I think I have faith in them that they can do it. Where my faith falls off.
Sorry, your mic's cutting out, Jeff. Can you say that again? I didn't quite catch that.
Okay. No, I was saying.
I'm being sarcastic. Sorry. Sorry, I'm throwing daggers from the side. Never mind. Continue.
No, I was just saying that I think I have faith that they can make it a good racing product. I don't have faith that once they fix it, that they will keep it.
Okay. Sorry, I should have let you finish. That was good.
That's my problem, because it's like every time that NASCAR seems to fix something, whether it's the car or a package or something, whatever, they just were like, we're just not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. It's like there was nothing wrong with Xfinity racing in Michigan. They're like, we're going to make it a super speedway package.
Right? Oh, you're so right. Yeah.
So the next time we go, we flip a car in the backstretch. It's like, what are we doing?
So, yeah, I mean, the car definitely has problems. I have faith that they can fix it. I just don't have faith that they're going to keep it there forever. So I don't know.
All right. Kevin,
yes.
You're up.
So I think that we're getting traction. We're moving the needle the right direction in the last couple weeks with tires that actually fall off. The car itself, it's too much like slot cars, too aero dependent. 2 cars getting stalled out. But I agree with what you guys said, that the last couple weeks there has been a shift, a change, and I definitely think that the tires wearing out is a big step in the right direction. Now if we could, maybe add just a little bit more horsepower to get these cars on the ragged edge along with the soft tires, I think we'd really be onto something.
I don't think there's any fan, driver, team member. The only people are the ones that write the checks are the only ones that are anti-horsepower.
Yeah.
Some of them are not anti-horsepower.
And so I've been trying to summarize my thoughts because I feel like I talk about this car every week. I think we learned during the Gen 6 era that with modern technology, with the way the teams have developed what goes into the car, you have to have different packages because of how diverse of a schedule NASCAR runs. Like, now the Gen 6 550 was garbage. Please don't anybody think I'm defending that. That was one of the biggest misses in NASCAR. But at the end of the Gen 6 era, we saw how good the road courses and short tracks were because of that short track package. And in my opinion, you guys might disagree, I think the Gen 6 Super Speedway package was like one of the supreme super speedway packages ever. But the cars were crazy different, but they were able to make them good everywhere. And I think when you look at the next gen, it basically does everything well that the Gen 6 didn't. Like the Gen 6, I thought was supreme on short tracks, supreme on road courses, supreme on super speedways, but it was kind of on intermediates and like the 2-mile tracks. Well, the next gen excels on intermediates and the 2-mile tracks, but it kind of sucks everywhere else. So I think if you take the platform you have and just find ways to modify it, which I think the diffuser has to come off, at least for short tracks. I think if you pull that diffuser, it's a total game changer. So the car is savable, and maybe this is where I piggyback on Jeff, where I have the faith they can, but I don't know if they will. Because I think if you design this car with multiple packages and then just leave your intermediate / Michigan, since it's the only 2-mile track we have now, alone, I think you're good. So
yeah, I think the problem is talking to some of the people that work on these things. I don't think you can take the diffusers off. It's not possible. It's like an integral part of the car. Like it's not something that just bolted on. There's all kind of things that connect to it that are all part of it that you'd have to redesign parts to work without it. Like it's basically next gen, 1.1, 1.2. It's significant enough that it's millions of dollars to figure it out.
So here's another thought I had, and I had this while I was listening
Let me say, I do agree with you 100%.
Right. No, and I had another thought while I was listening to Hamlin, because Hamlin was explaining the big issue with the car is they make downforce by sucking the bottom to the ground, because that's where the downforce in the car is made. What that does is it raises the front. And that's why the air gets so bad, because now the front has no mechanical grip at all. It's 100% reliant on aerodynamic grip. What if we simply just had rear ride heights and forced the teams to have the back of the car off the ground a little bit? Would that not correct some of the dirty air issues? Like, it feels like that would be a $0 change, like $0 change that I think would at least help. Like, it wouldn't make it worse, I don't think.
I mean, I think the problem that it comes down, you remember like back in the day, like if you go back in the 90s, like they had ride heights at super speedways and cars would be sitting way up off the ground and they'd go down the backstretch and the back end would just sit on the ground. I think there's ways to game that, I think it's an idea though. I mean, I think they should look at it 100%.
And again, even if you just did it on road courses and short tracks, like I think, at least pick a battle and try to approach it. I don't know. There is potential. I think I just want to see actual effort put into it, because it feels like we just haven't done anything in like 2 years.
Yeah, other than the tires.
There's no reason why they couldn't get that back in 6 inches off the ground. Make it useless.
Hey, we're going to Martinsville. NASCAR, please do it for Martinsville. We'll be there. It'll be awesome.
Oh, that'd be great.
Campaigning right now. Just make it happen.
To me, the fix for short tracks is a smaller brake package. I don't understand why this is not. Yep. You literally just get a worse brake pad. Make it worse. Make the rotor smaller. Make the rotor more. You can make it the exact same size and just have more holes and less surface contact. Like, there's ways to make the brakes worse. That's one. That's easy. That's so easy. And then the second part of that is a new transaxle. Now, that's a little bit more money, but get back down to 4 gears. If you do that, if people miss the corner, they don't make mistakes.
Yes.
Or if they miss the corner, the mistakes don't cost them anything. Currently. So like, you got to make that cost something. Yeah. I think, honestly, if you go from 4 to 5 gears, that's like adding that's like adding a bunch of horsepower back into the car, because now you got all this back in the 4th gear versus running in a 5th gear.
No, all your ideas are great. Like, I have zero opposition to anything you just said.
I agree 100%. This man's onto something.
I think there's a lot of easy fixes, man. Honestly.
And I guess that's been the frustrating part this year, is it's like, we had that stretch of like 8 races in a row, it felt like, where nothing happened. And you're like, is NASCAR doing anything? It's just
even some of the mile and a halves were not that great.
No,
I think the teams are starting to kind of figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah. Not as good.
And again, I hate to sound like a broken record. Maybe you guys haven't heard me say this, but like Kevin Harvick back in 2021, before this car ever saw a race, Kevin Harvick warned of 3 or 4 things that he saw in the next gen just from testing, and he was dead on with every single thing. And you just look at that and you go, okay, hire him. Whatever Kevin wants to work in your R&D department, write him the check, get him in the door, because this guy saw the issues before it even saw a race.
Yeah.
And here we are 4 years later, and it feels like NASCAR's done nothing. And meanwhile, Kevin's going, yep, here we are, still here from 2021. So
yeah,
I'm tired of like the excuses, at least the ones I've always heard, where they're just like, we're just gonna let it sit, we're gonna see what it does over time or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, it's been like 4 years.
Yeah,
it's like no other industry gets that luxury. Like my business is a crazy competitive industry, and if I don't do a good job, I lose business. And it's like NASCAR is just this like,
let's wait and see.
Yeah, see, 2028 is not far off.
Monopoly.
You think?
It's like they almost have to don't have to worry about competition.
Man, wonder if anyone's going to sue them over that. That's a good.
They probably should.
Man,
so I'm going too good.
So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit because I don't want don't want to keep you guys too awful late. If you want to go back to some of the other topics, Jake, just take it, and you can.
You want to talk about, because me and you've been going back and forth real quick on the trucks and Xfinity future plans.
Hate it. I hate all of it. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin.
I'm not in love with it either. But I applaud them for trying to bring one of the big three back. But it's just I don't think they have a good platform to do it right now. I really don't.
Yeah. No, I think I don't know, man. Nobody's making the new chassis,
And
I don't know what to do.
And I get it.
That's
yeah.
the problem. I mean, even like working with DGM and like the stuff I do, like it's getting harder to find chassis, and we've definitely tore a few up.
Yeah. Well, and I know. Yeah, you're right.
Have to supply.
Yeah.
They're probably like, oh crap, we need to get moving on this thing with Austin Hill out there.
I was going to say Friday night alone, Austin Hill might have taken 6 months off the Xfinity series.
Now you got to stop wrecking cars to last longer.
Night. Yeah, but don't worry, he's from a blue collar team, so somehow that makes it okay. I don't know what that means, but you have to ask Richard.
We started naming him Captain Hook.
I legit laughed when I was listening to your podcast. I was like, "That's good. I like Captain Hook."
Yeah, I think Matt saw him at Daytona. Was like, Captain Hook, Captain Hook. And I was like, oh, man.
Hey, man.
Oh,
That's
he's
fantastic.
pretty big, Matt.
He's a big man.
I was like, bro, you don't like to fight. Calm down.
He'd snap Matt like a twig, man.
Oh, yeah. So they said that the trucks have to be spec by 28.
Yeah,
Two more.
that's soon. That's real soon.
And then Xfinity not long after, I heard a date from someone in the garage. They said by 30. So 28 and 30.
Well, and here's my biggest concern. We've heard 4 years of all the Cup teams saying how much more money this car is costing them. And we look at our Xfinity and truck teams that are already struggling to survive. I mean, how many teams does this nuke?
Well, not only that, but just the fact that the drivers have said from day one with this next gen car that the impacts are so much harder on the driver itself that they don't have as much give as the previous body styles. What's that going to do to the Xfinity series, the truck series, and are we going to end up with more drivers getting hurt?
Austin Hill might kill someone.
Austin. Crazy.
That was the best misspeak in the world there.
I think there's probably a way to really do it without redesigning the whole thing. I mean, you could basically take what you have now, now that I've kind of really been all over it, in and out of it. Like, I feel like you could really take a lot of it. Like, okay, we want exactly this. We're just going to prefab a bunch of the center. We're going to take the same exact front clip, prefab that. And then, one person make brakes, one person makes that. I feel like there is a way to do it and do it really, really well if you just copy this car.
Right.
Now, if you go and redesign the whole thing, that's not it.
And there's where my concern lies.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the concern for sure, because it's like when this car first came out, it's like you see people like Kurt Busch ending his career basically.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah,
Homan having his injury a while back because of a rear impact, which is what the problem everyone was saying. And they refused to fix it for a long time until I guess they eventually did. But yeah, but even the in-car cams, what was it, Watkins Glen, when you see him rolling through the grass and you're just like, it doesn't look that bad on camera, but then you see the in-car cam and you're like, man, this is rough on these guys, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So
So if they go back to redesign,
I don't know what else they do though, because like I said, what the Xfinity guys used to do was buy all the old chassis from the Cup guys.
Yeah,
they're all Gen 5, Gen 6 chassis. So
I guess from a business perspective, I'm shocked.
My property that's 10 years old, 15 years old.
I'm shocked there's not more of a market for the manufacturers. You would think there would be enough money for the manufacturers to justify making more, but I guess Cup Series is the only thing keeping those manufacturers interested. Would be my guess, because you would think the companies that made I don't know. It just seems like there'd be options, but I guess not.
The companies that made them were the Cup teams.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Who was making the Cup teams put everybody out of business.
Yeah,
because they were making why would I pay for this guy's chassis when I can build my own and it's going to be just a little bit better, And then if I ask him to build it, then he's going to share that knowledge with everybody, of course, right? So they put everybody out of business. I mean, it's just a tough situation.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even like you're talking about like being competitive, even like if, say me and you start a company, we start building chassis and go through the whole process of what we got to do to get those inspected and approved by NASCAR, blah, 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 blah. Like it's a huge startup. Maybe a team could do it, like a Hendrick Motorsports or a Joe Gibbs that have the experience. Maybe they could be the guys that build the chassis.
Basically, all the people that got fired from the teams when they went to the next gen just start their own company.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. All your fab people that are unemployed.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, especially when even before the Cup changed, and especially now, like it was so much cheaper to buy a used chassis for an Xfinity. Like not even Junior Motorsports race new chassis. They just use
All Hendrick.
All Hendrick,
Yep.
yeah.
We did the shop tour there a year ago, and they had a whole sleet of or it was like 2 years ago, and they had a whole room full of Hendrick Gen 6s from 2021, whenever the last Gen 6 year was that they were refabbing.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah,
Which
there was no
shop
question.
Was that, Hendrick?
JRM. When we were at JRM.
Oh, JRM?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The Hendrick 2.0.
DGM got some of like I think it was the JTG. Oh my, Doherty.
The only ones that Stenhouse didn't destroy. Yeah.
Got all three of them.
Ones that didn't spin.
Yeah, I know that's where they got some of theirs. You know what I mean? So,
well, I was going to say maybe they could buy all the ones that our Motorsports isn't using anymore, but I think Chris Wright might have already destroyed all of them. Yeah, they're probably all done. So there's nothing left to be bought there.
I don't know. I don't think DGM and that team are on speaking terms because they got wrecked like 3 times in a row at the beginning of the year.
Hey, man.
That guy was a clown, just absolute clown. We're not going to burn more airtime, but he's a clown. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he finished second in that ARCA race a couple weeks ago. Not bad.
Yeah, way to go. Behind a 15-year-old. Congratulations.
After the top 3 fastest cars all had issues.
Right. And in a field that has 4 competitive cars. Congratulations. Yeah. Your best race of your career was behind a 15-year-old. So just, take that for what it's worth.
What a headline. All right. Ready to move on if y'all are.
So diving into the Cup Series, I thought our first one, we all have, well, Jake has 27 favorites. So you can pick which favorite you actually have this week. But if we were to give a letter grade to our favorite driver, this is the new thing. I'm trying to find new stuff because we do the same topics every time. So if you were to give a letter grade to your favorite driver, Kevin, what would you give them so far this season? And I don't know who your favorite driver is either.
I mean, you know who my favorite driver is, but I mean, I root for Team Penske, but Blaney's my favorite of the 3, or maybe I should say 4. Anyway,
we're in deep water, Jeff.
I'm giving him an A- just because of all the DNFs, and most of them weren't even his fault. But yeah, I'm giving him an A- just because he's been up at the front whenever he has finished.
Great answer. What do you guys think?
For me, my favorite is Ross Chastain. I don't know, man. Maybe like a C. I mean, he did win the 600, so I mean that's a big deal. And they're in the playoffs, but man, they're not very good right now.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Yeah. So I tend to be known as a Hendrick guy altogether, but like I guess Kyle Larson's kind of my dude out of all of them. So I'd give him an A+. I think he's had a really solid season so far, and not William Byron by any means, but like definitely a really solid season. Got a good start to the playoffs. So yeah.
So as a Larson fan, sorry,
before or after he joined Hendrick?
Yeah,
after he joined.
Okay.
I was curious.
Hey, you were honest about the bias. I appreciate it. You were like, no, Hendrick guy, then Larson. So I get it.
Yeah. I just thought maybe it was something that Larson.
Well, I was a Jimmy fan, and then I just never really like adopted someone after Jimmy. I'm like Hendrick as a whole.
Okay.
So
I mean, that's fair. I kind of did the same thing with Rusty whenever he retired. So then I just stuck with Penske.
And then Blaney came along, and you're like, that's my dude.
That's right. I was like, man, I knew I stuck with these guys for a reason.
That's right. What do you think? I mean, as a Larson fan, I'm just curious. Obviously, the last 2-3 months has not been super exciting as a Larson fan. Are you concerned going into the playoffs, or do you feel okay?
No, this is like Hendrick classic stuff. Just sandbag until the playoffs. And
you're not wrong.
And then turn it up in the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Man, I don't know. I feel like Penske stole that poker trick from Hendrick.
Right? I agree,
I mean,
100%.
the last 3 years, obviously the proof's in the pudding there.
I mean,
I'm honestly nervous because Penske's been really good this year, so I'm worried they're going to suck in the playoffs now.
I mean, isn't that good? I mean, Blaney's got 2, and Joey's got 1, Barry got 1, Cindric got 1, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of their MO. Everybody's got 1 win, plus Blaney got a freebie at Daytona.
Heck yeah, baby.
That's kind of their MO. Just get in the playoffs and then do this playoff lines up nice for Penske. Oh my God.
I know Gluck went into it big. It's like if a Penske car doesn't win the championship, it's kind of on them.
Yeah, pretty much. It's theirs to lose.
Bunch of flat ovals.
Yeah. And then, by the way, Phoenix is the final race. Like, you don't get any better for Team Penske. So,
with Team Penske, all their cars finished top 5 at Richmond.
At I think
Top
Barry
6.
was 7th, wasn't he? Or 6th?
It was either 6 or 7. Yeah.
Sorry, I was counting Barry.
All top 10. Yeah.
So
as far as the actual 3 Penske, it was all top 5.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, you're correct.
But to answer your question, I mean, like, no, I'm not really concerned. Hendrick always seems to turn it up in the playoffs. I'm really excited. I'm all good here. So.
Hey. I'm kind of with you. For Blaney, I'm gonna give him. I'll just follow your A-. It's really good. The part that I've been encouraged by, there's only one race this year that they did not show up with top 10 speed, and that was Coda.
Well, and they fixed their pit crew issue.
And thank God. Good. See you later, Flores. Now he's screwing up for front row.
FRM,
yeah. Sorry, I called him out by name. That was bad. But I mean. Pit crew's been on top of it. They're showing up with speed every week. Hassler's strategy calls are 10 out of 10. The driver's executing. I'm as a Blaney fan, this has been a great year for him. So it's been fun to watch.
I mean, you said it earlier, 7 DNFs and second in points is dang, dude.
That's like video game stats.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's NASCAR Heat stuff.
That's like Jimmy Johnson in the Gen 5 era stats,
right?
Honestly, he's consistently faster than both of his teammates too, like considerably.
By a lot. I mean, Logano's awful. I just call it what it is. Logano is not good.
Hear him today. So he today in one of his interviews with Gluck or whatever, he was like, they're like, do you get tired of people talking about change? You win. You're the reason why the format sucks because of what you did. He's like, let them change it. I'll win anyways. I'm like, dude, aren't you like 20 something in points?
Exactly. He won the championship and finished 17th last year. So,
dude, like you have no clout to stand on that hill. Like, what are we talking about?
Mark Martin's like, Joey who? Who's that? Is he in the race? Oh my gosh. Biggest surprise so far in 2025? Like what? And it doesn't, I mean, it can be anything really. Like what was the biggest thing in 2025 that you did not expect when the season started?
Josh Berry getting a win. Because of being his first year with the Wood Brothers and the Wood Brothers not doing real great with Harrison Burton other than that one-off lucky win. I think that's the biggest surprise or biggest like, hey, this team needs some attention. I'm really anxious to see what they do next year. I mean, with them being the 4th Penske car, essentially, I'm all for it. And I love seeing the Wood Brothers, given their history with the sport. I love seeing them succeed also.
100%. What do you guys think?
I think for me, I think I'm going to go Richmond, actually, because I dogged Richmond hard. Like, we get about 2 months out from Richmond, and I start dreading it.
Yeah.
Like, God, because it's in such a good stretch of races that we're gonna have all these great races. This one freaking clown show, but no, it's good. It's actually really good. So that would be my biggest surprise.
No,
that's a great answer.
That was what I was going to say as well. But across the board, I think that there's been a couple of races like that where it's just like you're kind of like, oh, this is known to be like kind of a snoozer, particularly in this car. I'm not really excited for it, and then you turn it on, and you're like, hey, this is actually pretty solid. So, but Richmond was definitely by far the most notable of those for sure. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys listen to the show
Most weeks.
Yeah, before Richmond, it's like DJ's trying to energetically end the show, and we're just like, Richmond. So the fact that it was actually really good, that's awesome. So hope that NASCAR keeps making this happen with tracks that suck and making them better. So
hey, that's a great answer. Yeah. So my biggest surprise, and people may be surprised at this, but it shocked me. Chase Briscoe. expected him to be a little bit mid, and realistically, I think he's the top JGR car right now.
Agreed.
And I mean, there's a slight argument to be made for Hamlin, but like, and C. Bell either wins or finishes 32nd.
Briscoe,
so
1 win. Denny Hamlin, 4 wins. Briscoe's definitely the best
know,
guy.
but
what
Hamlin,
are we talking about?
I know, but you got to look at consistency.
Well,
Like
Hamlin did that at the beginning of the season. He's kind of fallen off.
Back to 20th.
yeah, going into the playoffs, I think Briscoe's the strongest car, and I didn't expect that. I had fairly low expectations.
I want Denny Hamlin to win, just so you have to own that. Going into Darlington.
I got to be honest, I'm hating Hamlin less lately. It's kind of hurting me inside. So, geez, I don't know if it's his lawsuit with NASCAR or what, but I'm finding myself hating Denny Hamlin less. So
As long as you don't say what Jake says, where he's like, you know what? I kind of see myself in him a little bit. You know, as long as you don't say some goofy stuff like that.
0% chance that's happening. Absolute zero. We still have his diecast upside down on the table because we have a standard to uphold here. So, you know, we're not completely going down that road, but yeah. What about biggest disappointment? We're just going to same kind of thought process. We're just going to roll right down to the next option.
Let's let them go first this time. I'm really curious.
Who's going first?
You go first. You go first.
For me, I'm gonna say Trackhouse because they were a lot better last year. No. I'm gonna say RFK as a whole. All 3 cars missing. That's pretty bad.
That hurt. That hurt a lot.
They went from the end of last year, like, man, RFK might be really good to, bad. They're bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else to say about it, you know?
Yeah. I think for me, man, if I was going to talk about specific people, specific drivers and things like that, it really did hurt to see that Kyle Busch re-signed with RCR. I mean, I guess where is he going to go? I get it. But like, also it's like, that kind of sucks. Like let's continue the suck fest at RCR, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're blue collar. Blue collar.
Go winless for those last 4 years. Oh,
yeah, that
does hurt.
Just as like a lifelong NASCAR fan, it just hurts to see like someone who's like arguably one of the GOATs of our time, like just have this fall. Reminds me of my Jimmy Johnson days where it's like last couple of years he sucked really bad.
That was a rough couple of years to be a Johnson fan. I hear.
So it's kind of a similar vibe where it's just like, man, he's not. Is he KFB anymore, or is he just KB? You know,
he's just KB for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
well, I was torn between 2 for my answer, and you took Kyle Busch. I'll just go with my other thought, and it is, I thought Todd Gilliland last year outperformed where he was at, and I think this year he's underperforming. And I was shocked because with Todd Gilliland stepping into the 34, I thought there was a lot of good energy coming into the team. I just expected Todd to kind of take that next step, and it feels like they took a step backwards. And I really like Todd Gilliland, so that kind of sucked for me.
See, for me, it's the other side of FRM with Zane Smith. I had a lot of high hope for him, especially because of how successful he was with FRM previously. Yes, they dropped the ball and, had to suck an egg for a year, but they got him back.
Suck an egg.
But yeah, I really thought Zane Smith was going to do more this year, and he just really has been underperforming in my estimation.
Man. I mean, he's leading the team, I would think. Do you agree? Do you think Zane's the top FRM guy?
He should be, but like I said, his performance has just been lacking, I think.
I think I've seen Zane Smith up there more than I've seen Todd Gilliland up there.
And that's kind of my thought too.
Per driver points, he is high. He is the highest, but only by 30 points. And then you have Noah Gregson, which is in his own zip code.
And that's disappointing too. I expected more out of that partnership.
I think his car's something is way off. He's way worse than he was with SHR. Something is way wrong.
Yeah. And it's hard to tell. Obviously, there's been a lot of other issues this year with the car too, so it's hard to tell like what's driver, what's team, what's car design. So I would wonder too with the lawsuit with FRM, like that's very good.
Are they starting to clutch some of their eggs and not invest as much? You know what I mean?
Well, and let's piggyback on that because
one thing quickly.
Yeah.
I just want to say Zane Smith is 28th in driver points. Todd Gilliland 31st. So they're both equally crappy.
You're close in that. They're right in that range.
Yeah.
But you mentioned FRM maybe not putting the effort out. I mean, I don't know if we start this conversation, but I feel like Tyler Reddick has been almost a disappointment this year too. So
Agreed.
is there something to the
Sophomore
lawsuit
slump.
and teams caring? Like, I mean, I don't know. You might be onto something there.
I
Yeah.
mean, I definitely see it just because, like, I mean, yeah, he made the playoffs. That's awesome, but barely.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those things where you don't become regular season champion, and then like
Regular season champion plus Final Four appearance to
Yep.
making it by the skin of your teeth.
yeah, what a fall from grace. That kind of sucks to see. for sure.
I do think it does. I think FRM more than Denny Hamlin, because Denny Hamlin's in the sport. Michael Jordan loves the sport. Michael Jordan is a gazillionaire. Like, who knows how much money that guy has. But then you also have the owner of FRM. I forget his name, slipping me. But I mean,
Bob
he's pretty.
Jenkins.
Dude. Yeah, Bob Jenkins. So I mean, he's worth a pretty good amount of money. But I think he's more of like the businessman. Like, if it's a risk, maybe you just coast. You're not gonna put another $4 or $5 million in sim and all these different stuff. Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's a valid point. I mean, a business guy, you got to look at ROI, and the ROI is a big gamble right now. Because if they legit lose their charters, I mean, that's millions and millions and millions. So,
well, with the last charters allegedly sold for what, 75 million?
Yep.
yeah, that's
So it could be a tremendous amount of money if you're losing all three.
Well, and something else is Michael Jordan. He's a shrewd businessman. He's made millions upon millions, and he's had other race teams. And if it's not successful and it's not top performer, he's not afraid to walk away either. I mean, he's done that with multiple other businesses.
I mean, we're not going to get into the lawsuit because there's actually a lot coming out tomorrow. But I mean, you're right. All of these points I think are accurate. Like everyone's making really good points.
The final appeal date is tomorrow, but then there might not be a ruling on until next week. But basically, what everyone needs to pay attention to, and we should definitely put our best effort to get this uploaded as soon as possible, is the judge said, like, I'm about done with all this redacted.
Yeah,
And so all
I
this
like that.
might all start coming out. And I don't know, 2311 looks like and Front Row look like they've really kind of lost a lot of ground in a couple months really fast.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be refreshing that Jeff Gluck Twitter feed tomorrow. He's
right.
my source of news, man. He's on it.
yeah.
Exactly. Him or Pockrass have been freaking on it with the lawsuit stuff. So,
Yeah. I really need to sit down after tomorrow and like read a whole update thing.
there's so much. Moving ahead, looking into the playoffs. Obviously, the playoffs kick off this weekend in Darlington. One of the coolest tracks in the world, and I hope we have a good race because that track deserves it. We're going to do a couple predictions here. Our first is going to be who are the first 4 eliminated. We'll kick it to Florida first.
Go ahead, Jeff.
All right. So we talked about this last week on our show. I think that, unfortunately, sorry, bro. I think that Josh Berry is going to be gone. I think Austin Dillon's gone. I think it's so hard because like I think it depends on how SVG adapts to these next couple races, especially Darlington. Because if he did runs like he was running at Richmond with speed, I think he's got potential to stay in.
That's a good point.
If not, I think he could be out. But I'm gonna go Barry, Dillon, Bubba, and Cindric. Those are my 4.
2 Penske's out in the first round.
With the asterisks next to SVG, just depending on how he runs.
Yeah. I got Josh Berry too. I have Austin Dillon as well. And then I think I have Joey Logano out. He's just been sucking, dude.
Sucking those eggs.
And that's Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace doesn't do good when the pressure comes. He cracks. So I see Bubba. I see him not making it. I think Cindric makes it because he's really good at Gateway. Even if he doesn't win, Cindric's pretty good actually at all 3 tracks, and that's all he's got to do. He just has to make no mistakes, and he's going to make his way in.
Okay, I don't feel as crazy anymore because I I mean, I had the 21 and the 3. I hate to say it. I'm a big Josh Berry fan. I love him, and I really want to see him do well. But I think you just got to look at the stats, and they kind of answer it. Dylan, I'm not a fan of, so that was an easy one for me to put down. 21 to 3 for sure gone. And this is a bit of a hot take. I feel like listening to the other podcasts. I got SVG. I have concerns over the tracks they're going to, and he's got playoff points, but he doesn't have that many. Like one bad race, and has to be on the offense, and I don't think he can be on the offense. So
that's why I put the asterisk.
Yep.
I'm like, if he runs like he did at Richmond, he might be able to slip through the. But
statistically, he has to finish, I believe, on average. It totally depends on everybody else, but statistically, he should. If he finishes 24th, 25th, or better, he should make it.
Man.
He should make it. That's all he's got to do.
Yeah.
And that's pending. Somebody else could have a way worse day and make that go down. Everybody could have great weeks and that goes, up. So, but as it sits right now, that's about where he's got to be.
Yeah.
And I think he might do a little bit better because a lot of these tracks besides Gateway, Bristol's he's going to for the second time. Darlington he's going to for the second time. And to me, the thing that sells me on SVG is when you hear him talk about it, he's very excited.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to go. And I'm like, oh, he's not worried about it. He's ready.
Yeah.
And he's a great driver. Like, he's legit a good driver. Like, in a couple years, he's going to be a legit threat. I don't see it this year. That's me.
Oh, and if you want to talk about Team Chaos, I'm all for SVG going against all odds and making it to the round of 4 or the championship 4. I don't think you will, but I'm all for it.
Why not? We have an illegitimate playoff format as it is. Let's make it fun.
No, but just to make a quick comment on Josh Berry, since we all have him, I really like Josh Berry. Just like I remember when he was in the Cup Series, or like when he was racing for Junior for the late models and stuff like that. He was like the blue collar guy.
All right,
the actual blue
you don't
collar
want to
guy.
be left behind.
Yeah.
Dang. Bro. No, I'm just saying, like, I really do like him and I want him to do good, but it's like,
it is what it is. And they've been getting better as the season goes. So I think next year you're going to see Barry at another level. Like, I think next year is going to be better for him.
Yeah,
too.
I'm excited for next year because I think that team's taking a huge leap forward.
I think so. And then the last one I had on the list, and I thought I was crazy for saying this, but thank you, Jake, for somewhat validating me. I have Joey Logano. I have the 22 out first round.
Dang.
God, he sucks this year.
He does, and he only is 1 point to the good right now.
His only shot is Gateway.
Yep.
And he's good at Bristol too, but I don't know. Don't think so.
I don't see it. I think he's gone. What do you think, Kev?
It's not an even year.
So
I know, right?
So I got Bubba, Chastain, Barry, and Austin Dillon. I think Bowman's going to pull it out because he always seems to be on the outside looking in and gets the job done. I hate going against Bubba just because he has been better, I think, this season. But he's just had
you just pick Ross because we're from Florida.
Targeted.
I mean, I like Ross Chastain too, but I agree with what you guys said earlier that team's taking a step back.
DJ, way out.
Oh, man.
No, like I said, I like Chastain, but I think that team's taking a step back this year. Bubba, he's just had a rough go of it the last couple of weeks, and like I said, I like Josh Berry. I like the fourth team of Penske, but I don't think that they're going to do it this year. Next year, it'll be a different story.
Yeah.
And Austin Dillon, he's mostly wreckers. Very rarely does he get checkers. So yeah, I don't see him.
Apparently, just at Richmond. That is his one competitive track. Is Richmond.
He got his one. He got his one win for the year. He got his one due.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, at least he didn't have to wreck half the field to do it this year. So props, Final four. We're just going to keep it rolling. I'm going to start with you, Kevin, unless you're not prepared. Sorry. So who do you have in your final four? And honestly, I feel like this could be an interesting conversation because I actually had a very difficult time picking this. So I think there's a lot of options on the table.
I don't think my picks are going to be too off the charts or anything like that. I think it's going to come down to two manufacturers, two teams. I think it's going to be Hendrick versus Penske. I think it's going to be Billiam Wyron. I think it's going to be Kyle Larson. I think it's going to be Blaney, and I think it's going to be Logano. I think it's going to come down to those four.
Logano?
I think he's going to make it through the first round. Not great, but I think he's going to make it through.
It's an odd numbered year. He doesn't make it in odd numbered years.
That's also a good point.
That's like the main thing. Like you never pick Logano on a.
Did you listen to the teardown? How mad Jeff was getting at Jordan for saying that?
That's so funny.
I love. Oh my gosh, Jordan is
That's
my
next
spirit
gen
animal.
101 right there. Next gen 101. Logano does not make it on odd years.
So good. Why don't you guys go? I'll go last. You guys go.
I got I'm very similar. I got William Byron. I have Ryan Blaney, but I also have Denny Hamlin and Bell. And the reason is when you do the math on these 9 tracks to get us there, Bell is, I mean, he just has so many appearances and been so close and should have got there. And then Denny Hamlin, just man, they're on fire this year. 4 wins. There's only Shane Van Gisbergen is the only other one with 4 wins. I guess Bell has 4 if you count the
All-Star. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Hamlin's really strong this year, and it really I'm noticing every week, like with Hamlin, he has a top 5 car on speed pretty much every week, everywhere we go. So I think that consistency is going to be big for them. But yeah, and then William Byron, dude, just a lot of points, really fast too. So
do you feel dirty putting Denny Hamlin over that far? Just wondering.
No, I like it.
I'm gonna say I'm very similar minded to Jake right now, but also I think that momentum is a big deal, and I just don't think that Denny Hamlin has that momentum right now. He could develop it. But
This is why I have Kyle Larson out.
yeah, I mean
Ooh.
to be, but I'm not gonna not.
Preaching.
So my 4 are gonna be Kyle Larson, William Byron. I'm gonna go Christopher Bell, and I'm gonna go Ryan Blaney. Those are my 4.
Say it again.
I'm going Kyle Larson, William Byron, Christopher Bell, and Ryan Blaney.
Okay. I want to challenge you on the Larson thing just real quick. One reason I didn't pick him, Talladega. Kyle Larson Super Speedways is just not a great mix.
He's good at wrecking, really good at wrecking.
Don't need it.
Jeff's not about it.
He's gonna win at Vegas. Don't even matter.
Dude, when it comes to Super Speedway, he did show decent promise at Daytona this last
No,
week.
that's just his MO. He'll win a
But,
stage and wrecks at some point in time.
But-
He didn't wreck this year, though, did he?
No.
Well,
I don't
making
think so.
ground.
Yeah. we're going somewhere. But no, I've lost all hope since actually driving 7 hours to Talladega just to see Kyle Larson blow up before the race even starts.
Oh my gosh, you were there. I feel so bad for you.
Yes. So I just write off all super speedways and Kyle Larson. So I'm just don't eat it.
Bro,
Oh
Jeff
my
was.
gosh.
I was so sad, bro. I was there with all my Larson stuff on. And I was like, yeah. And
Bro,
I'm he's coming down the pit road.
The whole time we were there, man, you would have thought somebody shot Jeff's dog, man. He just, we'd all stand for restart. Jeff's just.
And what's worse is Austin Cindric won. It's man, you get punched twice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was so sad. But then I was even sadder when I found out the reason why. It's they forgot to take the cap off. Of,
Like the cover off the
cover off the
carburetor.
carburetor.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I bet they're unemployed today.
But,
You had one job and you managed to mess it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Hendrick
I don't-
Motorsports.
back for super speedways with Kyle Larson. I think he's good enough at the other tracks. Been consistent over the last couple of years to show he can. His chances of winning one of these races pretty high. So,
Well, I like we have a lot of similarities in our picks, which is really funny. There's 5 cars that we've all picked, so I kind of dig that. Except Logano, I don't know what Kevin's drinking tonight, but I had the 12. Obviously, I mean team bias, but again, how do you you have to? I had the 24. I think we all had the 24 as well. Which again, so props to William Byron. They suck every summer. That's the MO of that team. This is probably the best summer they've had in a while. I'm not saying it was great, but I think it was the best summer they've had.
He was at least relevant all summer.
Yeah. So the 24 is rolling in with a little more momentum. So yeah, I think the 24 is.
You know what
got
else
a
too
good
about
shot.
the 24? They don't DNF.
Yes.
No, and that's impressive. That's impressive. Yeah, that's what won them the regular season championship.
Yeah.
So, and then I also had the 11, which I know contradicts my earlier statement about Briscoe being the surprise, but whatever.
My man.
I do. I don't know. When the crunch comes, I feel like Hamlin's got it. And I was really torn on this last pick, and I almost debated changing it because you guys are making some really good arguments, but I'll leave it. I'll stick with what I picked earlier. I picked Larson, and I have zero faith in him right now, but I have faith in his ability. And I think that's where he maybe picks it up. 3 months ago, I was ready to just give Christopher Bell the championship, but they have disappeared. Like that 20 team sucks right now. And
One
I think,
good thing is Martinsville. I mean, he's always up
I know,
front.
but Blaney's going to win it. So what's he going to do?
I agree.
Yeah. When the 12 wins Martinsville, how's 20 going to make it in? So, and the 20 sucked at Martinsville last year. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. The itchy arm part too.
How do you do in the spring?
That's a great question. I honestly don't remember. I know, like, overall, that team fired off phenomenal this year, and then they just sucked. Like the last 3 months, the 20 car has been non-existent or causing a wreck. And
I honestly, I think I'm totally behind. Like, I'm totally gone of the idea of like you sandbag in the summer. I think you're faster. You're not. You know what I mean?
I legit. I think there's an argument where teams are trying stuff, but like I don't think it's intentional.
Your winner was Hamlin, and then Bell, and then Bubba. Wow, we could be way off.
We could. But you know what's weird? And I don't know if it's playoffs, if it's weather. The Fords always do better in the fall Martinsville race. Like if you look, I don't know why. It's the same way in the Phoenix. The Phoenix. Sorry, I sound like a freaking boomer on Facebook. Were you on the Facebook today? Sorry, I sounded like 1,000 years old in that sentence. But Phoenix is the same deal, where it's the Toyota show in the spring, and then Penske just stinks up the fall race. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see. But if Bell can get back to where they were and makes it to Phoenix, the Bell-Blaney battle for the championship is going to be phenomenal, because I think they're both really freaking close at Phoenix. But if Bell does not make it, oh, sorry, we didn't get to that pick yet. All right, I'm picking my champion, Ryan Blaney. Team of the home of the bias, team whatever. I think you look the momentum out of the 12, the speed out of the 12, and oh, by the way, it's at freaking Phoenix. 12's your champion. If the 20 somehow makes it, it's going to be a really, really good battle between the two of them.
Yeah, I agree. I got nothing. I agree 100%.
All right. Well, that was easy.
I'm either Blaney or Hamlin. I don't put Bell over Hamlin just because when it comes to the flat ovals, Hamlin is better. Richmond, Martinsville, anywhere else we've been that's like flat oval like that, like Phoenix, I'm sure. I bet if I go back and look at Phoenix, I'm sure Hamlin was probably faster there too. Maybe no, because Bell won Phoenix. Okay.
And Bell won New Hampshire last fall, don't forget. Or last summer, whenever it was.
To be different than the home of the dweeb bias, I'm going to go ahead. Also home of the bias over here.
Switch his hat.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
What you don't see is that he's got a bag of hats right behind here.
You know, just in
I
case.
just got die casts. I'll start pulling them out.
Our die-cast collection is bad.
Here we go.
It's all on a counter over here.
I'm going to have one more 12 championship car in a couple months. That's all I'm saying.
That is cool.
Just look at that.
I don't have a
baby.
championship car.
I have to wait a year for it.
It's because you're a Denny Hamlin fan. That's why you don't have a championship car.
Big fact. Oh, man.
I couldn't resist. It was so good.
That was good. I just laid that one right up to you.
It was. You can't lay it up that clean. I have to take it.
So as much as I would like Larson to win, I think realistically my pick, man, I really do think momentum carries matters. And I think if Hendrick is able to pick it up, I think William Byron can have his year this year. So
Maybe.
I just think
they got a lot to gain on flat ovals, though.
Yeah, that's my only skeptical thing. But like, I don't know. Like everyone, I mean, you saw Elliott have his win. You saw within the last couple of years in next gen, I believe, Larson has his championship. So Hendrick is capable of winning.
No, Larson won Gen 6.
Yeah, he was the last year of the 6. I had that diecast too.
He's the only team to win Gen 7.
Here we go. There's your last Larson win at Phoenix. I got his championship car.
I was at that race.
I would love it just for the sake of. I think of all the Hendrick cars, Byron has the best chance to win the championship.
Oh,
So,
1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%.
I'll go with.
I would 100% go to Phoenix again if I knew I wasn't going to see a Penske win.
That's why I wanted to go. Well, except I don't like Penske though. I like a Penske and one Wood
I was going
Brothers.
to say, I like all the Penske cars, but I definitely have the one I root for the most.
I keep hoping that Logano and Cindric get fired like tomorrow.
See, I'm hoping Cindric gets fired.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm just glad Josh Berry's there because I finally have another car in the stable that I can root for. So I'm
Now,
12 and 21.
I wouldn't even be mad about another Blaney championship. I'm only mad about the Logano championship just because of like all this stuff that happened.
We cannot have a 4-time Logano champion.
Yeah. That's just gross.
That is not good. For
Most
NASCAR.
mid 4-time champion ever. Like, has to be a record. Because then it puts him on the level with Jeff Gordon. And you can't tell me Jeff Gordon and Joey Logano were on the same level. I can't do it.
Not even close.
No.
I do not even want to have those debates.
No, exactly.
Oh
Like it's not even a conversation. Like whatever. So no, Jeff Gordon is superior to Joey Logano. I don't care what the stats say at the end of the year.
I mean, the wins clearly.
Yeah, and everywhere.
Everything. Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Maybe Nosh is thinking about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
thanks for bringing that up, Jeff.
You do know if we kept the old Winston Cup points format, Jeff Gordon would be a 7-time champion.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Jimmy Johnson would be
even
a
just
3.
like listening to Joey Logano talk in his interviews just like bothers me. Makes me think of like Beavis and Butthead, bro. Like
I can
just
see
like-
that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The Denny Hamlin impression's better than the it's so good. So Xfinity Series. Oh, sorry. I don't want to interrupt
No,
you.
you're good.
Okay. Diving into the Xfinity Series, we're going to kind of do the similar thing, probably just a little bit shorter. Rating our favorites. And I don't know if you guys have favorites in the Xfinity Series, but I just threw it out there. So I'll kick us off. Just, feels like it's fun. So obviously Justin Allgaier, I got my 7 hat here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give them a B+. They started the season better than I've ever seen them start a season, but they had a bit of a summer slump, and now they're kind of on their way back up. And I think he's going to make a legit run, but I can't give better than a B+, I don't think, for Allgaier.
So I'm a JRM fan as well, but since you went with Allgaier, how about I go with Zilich?
That's
spread the love a
fair.
little bit.
That's a good person to root for.
I'm also sitting in David's seat, and David is a huge Zilich fan.
Feels right. Yeah.
But no, Zilich, I think he's overperformed, honestly, and
100%.
Even with all the issues that he's had this year with injuries and whatnot, and trying to take himself out, apparently. I think he's again been upfront, honest, and I love seeing his personality. So I think that whole team is getting a solid A.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you there at all. I mean, heck, Saturday he got a win while he was wearing gym shorts. So Friday, whatever day it was, he got a win while wearing gym shorts. So,
I do like the idea of NASCAR changing it and doing Zilich / Parker Klickerman. I think that would be a lot better to do.
So I don't know if you guys saw Racing Reference tweeted, and they actually in their record book they marked asterisk Parker
nice.
Klickerman.
Nice.
So that's cool. That's cool.
No, I saw that too. It's cool. I like that. For me, I mean, I'm the same. I'm a JRM guy. I've always been an Allgaier fan, but I think with Zilich going to Trackhouse, and he's been so much fun to watch. He's kind of been my favorite for the year. I think with Xfinity, there's so much volatility in the roster. You typically don't see long-term guys, so I picked Zilich this year, and it's an A+. I mean, how could you not? 7 wins, I think. 6 wins? I don't even know.
Even when he breaks his leg, he wins.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, between all 3 series, I actually like watching trucks a lot more than Xfinity, so I don't really have like a favorite, I would say. But I guess just by association, I guess I'm a JRM guy as well. But yeah, I mean, the top 2 are my favorites between all those. So like Allgaier and Zilich.
Not Austin Hill.
So no, not Austin Hill.
Austin Kill.
Yeah, Zilich, 7 wins on the season.
I mean, like if Austin Hill gets banned from NASCAR, he can always go to the UFC. That would be pretty awesome. But
he might kill someone there too. He's a big dude.
yeah, corn-fed boy. But
blue collar man.
I've always just like the longest standing guy, being one of the more tenured guys in the field now. Love Justin Allgaier, had a good year. So good to see him doing that. But I mean, the story is all Connor Zilich, young prodigy, when he's not falling off his car, but whatever. We won't talk about that. But yeah, just super impressive. Great on the road courses, great on the ovals as well. So he's just
better.
He's just an all around good package, and excited to see what he does at Trackhouse. So
yeah, no, I mean you can't argue with any of that. And honestly, I've heard a lot of comparisons of Connor Zilich to Jeff Gordon, and the more I think about it, I see it, man.
Yeah,
I
but at
see
least
it
he
a
doesn't
lot.
have that 80s porn stash going.
Thank God. Seriously, that's the real
God,
lesson.
that's the best part.
I think. I mean, I see that, but I see, man, the potential to be like, I don't know. Nah, I shouldn't say that. There's too much parity now. If we go on like a 10, we'll never see another 10.
I don't think so. I think the 7-time champion thing's done. I don't see anyone else doing it. I just don't. Unless you keep running Phoenix, then Blaney might get there. But otherwise, I don't think you see it.
I mean, if they change the playoff format, then I think you could see a comeback. But with what we currently have,
right?
But I think it's going to change.
I think so too. I think so too. Biggest surprise so far in 2025 for Xfinity. I'll open it up. I don't know if this was really a surprise. I think for me, it was just the surprise of how well he's done, and it's going to turn into the Zilish glazing show. But I had Connor Zilish as my biggest surprise just because I expected him to do well in the road courses going into this year. I think we all saw that coming. Sure. But seeing how well he's been at every freaking type of racetrack, like even when he doesn't win, he finishes top 4. So I mean, I had to give Connor Zilish this. I just couldn't think of anybody else to give it to.
I'll piggy a little bit onto your comment. Also, his first time at most of these tracks.
Yeah, true.
15 minutes of practice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me about Connor Zilish is kind of going the same route of Silver Spoon Ty Gibbs, because Ty Gibbs lit the world on fire in the Xfinity Series and Truck Series also. Then as soon as he went to the Cup Series, he's been non-existent, getting into pissing contests with his crew chief and his spotter and everybody else in the garage area.
I think the difference is, though, right? I mean, I would assume Zilish is going into a far more competitive ride than Ty Dillon did.
Ty Gibbs.
No, Ty Gibbs.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say Ty Dillon? I apologize. I meant Ty Gibbs.
I was like, I don't know who you're talking about, but all right.
Yeah, I meant Ty Gibbs. My apologies.
You make a good point there.
I'm having a hard time arguing with it because it's hard to say JGR is a bad car.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
18, well, when it was the 18, it really wasn't that great either. It was last year.
That's true.
Kyle Busch. So not like Kyle Busch left it on a 6-win season or something.
Right.
Yeah. And to kind of piggy off of that specifically, I mean, I think attitude is a lot when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I don't know, there's just like an attitude when Ty Gibbs lighting the world on fire, kind of coming up through the series, gonna get a ride with his grandfather's team and like all this and that. And you know, I don't know. I kind of felt like there was like this I guess cockiness, for lack of a better word, to it.
Oh, for sure. 1,000%.
It's like, it's not cockiness. It's like this clear confidence of like, I'm just that good. Like, I really am just that good. And now, obviously, like, just like any other driver that has won an Xfinity championship or anything like that, like Chase Elliott or William Byron, just to name a couple examples, who came into the series really young, just like Connor Zilish is. You know, it's going to take some time for them to find their footing. I mean, he may run top 5, top 10 immediately. Who knows? But it may take some time before he gets that win, you know, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I would agree. I would definitely
growing
agree.
Pains.
I think he wins next year.
You know, hey, he could.
6 road courses.
Yeah.
I think he figures, I think he learns a lot at COTA, and then San Diego's next. Brand new track.
But-
No, Zilla or SVG win. He'll win next.
But just based off of the trends, you know, that's kind of what I'm seeing. But I do feel like just in attitude and vibe altogether, there's like a difference with like the branding of Connor Zilish going up to a decently competitive ride, provided they can get it together next year. Versus like Ty Gibbs.
I know we're going off on a tangent. I just thought about something else. With having 2 road course ringers, does that kind of put all your oval weight on Chastain for Trackhouse to figure out the oval program? You don't have anybody.
Maybe next year.
Else to get data from. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Zilish is going to get there. I mean, I think
Saying, but you have nobody else providing feedback, and so like,
yep.
You have Chastain on an island saying this car is not good, and then trying to probably get that feedback for those guys like that. Okay, what you're saying is not good. What you're saying is better. Like that seems really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is going to be tough. Yeah. Really, I think the road courses next year are going to be, you know, Zilish and SVG. I think it's just going to be the Trackhouse show, because the only person right now that really can compete with SVG at all is Zilish. So I think it's going to be the Trackhouse show 6 times next year.
Yeah.
So
It's funny because like you talk about Ty Gibbs, that's the one place he actually has real good speed, and it's just not in.
That's true.
Not anywhere
That's
near
true.
enough.
I know he finally gets a track that he's better than everyone else, and then SVG enters the series.
Oh my gosh. Who's next on the biggest surprise?
Biggest disappointment is what I had next.
Hold on.
You guys?
I did have one biggest surprise.
Yeah, hit me.
CW and the viewership numbers.
Love it.
Come on.
Fantastic.
10 out of 10. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're over 1 million views every race. Man,
Pretty good for Xfinity.
They're doing
I mean,
fantastic.
the stint on Prime was also next level. Loved it. Wish we could go back to it just full time. You know, we had
I'm
good.
across the board. It's just like a whole nother animal. Like that's the gold standard, and no one else wants to meet it.
it sucks to be a broadcaster not named Prime.
Right. Right. And you actually got to see people's personalities, not this buttoned up corporate version of them. Like they were kicking back, drinking beer, during their during the interviews. It was great.
Polo unbuttoned.
But
Yeah.
sleeves pulled up.
Who's got a bush light?
That's the ticket to drink a beer with the drivers after the race.
That's right.
You get the real. Well, I feel like that's like the airplane conversation because I've always said they should do podcasts in the airplanes leaving the track because they would be the most entertaining freaking things you've ever heard in your life.
Oh yeah, everybody's still amped up from what just
my
went
gosh.
down. Legit.
Or nice and pissed off.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Actually, that's a great idea. They should just live stream the cameras.
I'm full of them, man. I got plenty of good ideas
I guess
here.
this is also, for me, it's worth saying because it's something I've kind of noticed regarding Prime specifically. Man, I really like Carl Edwards in the booth.
He's good. He's really
I thought
good.
he did pretty good for like not having any real prior experience. Like, it was pretty solid.
And being afraid of technology, like not bad.
But yeah.
You
Did
want to rock up disappointment? Or somebody else?
Biggest disappointment. I'll kick us off again. And this is weird because he's 7th in points, and I really like him. I'm a little disappointed in Carson Kvapil this year, especially seeing. I mean, JRM has won like 2/3 of the races, so the cars are good. And I feel like Kvapil is missing that extra 5% that I expected out of him, and because I expected him to have a win by now. So I hate to say it, but I'm a little disappointed in Kvapil.
I'm disappointed.
He's the worst JRM car.
Yeah.
Is he worse than Sammy Smith, like on average finish?
I think.
Gosh.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm looking at playoff standings, but
Okay.
he's sorry.
Because Sammy Smith sucks.
He is ahead.
I'll go on the record and say that. I do not like Sammy Smith. So.
Every team needs a guy to bring some money.
Yeah. Thanks, Daddy. Yeah, how'd it work out for our motorsports when they got a guy with money?
For me, the biggest disappointment was the 00 Cole Custer. You know, not Cole Custer. I'm an idiot. Sheldon Creed. Yeah. Sheldon Creed. I really thought that team was going to do something more this year, especially, given that they had to reshape everything and, reconfigure and everything like that. I thought they were going to try and come out of the gates hot. And, I'm not saying he hasn't been there. It's just they haven't put it all together yet.
It's the same Sheldon Creed.
It is, actually.
Top podium every week, but yeah. Or getting screwed. He got dumped at freaking. Who was that wrecked him at Watkins Glen? He got destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, every time he's had a shot at it, something stupid happens. And, like I said, I think that team's firing on 7 of the 8 cylinders, but they're missing something.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to do better this year.
Good point. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, my answer was kind of a conglomerate of both of what you guys said. But the Sheldon Creed, especially being, as high level as he is in Xfinity, it's just it's another one of those just like fall from graces that you're just kind of like, oh man, that kind of just sucks to watch.
Yeah.
But also like, knowing how competitive the JRM cars are, it's like, I don't want to say like there's no excuse or whatever. Like at the end of the day, like it's the Xfinity series. It's kind of like where a lot of younger drivers get to come and develop their skills before Cup and stuff like that. Or at least that's kind of the intention behind it in a lot of ways. So the fact that you're in a top tier Xfinity car and you're not really doing a whole lot, that kind of sucks. So
yeah,
especially when you have the hype behind you. So
yeah,
for sure.
I think for me, I'm gonna put this whole thing as Toyota as a whole. Every team have, and the reason is I don't know if you guys have seen the manufacturer standings. Ford has 1 win. Toyota has 2, but Toyota has much more competitive cars than Ford.
Yeah.
and Chevy has 20.
And most of them are JRM.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like Toyota completely let the Xfinity series. It's a runaway train right now.
Well, and you know why? JGR did not hire good drivers this year. They hired drivers with money, and this is the
100%.
downfall of that. Like Ryan Truex does not have a ride after winning 2 races last year. But you look at like William Sawalage, who's wrecking a freaking car every week, has a ride. Like it's
even
just
Brandon Jones for that matter.
yeah. Like this is what you get, and I'm wondering what conversations are going to happen behind closed doors because JRM hired talent in the offseason. They didn't care about money, and JGR hired money.
I mean, the best that JGR has done was had Eric Ariola behind the wheel, and I just don't think that the rest of the teams have really showed up the way they should have.
No.
Especially having more money than God, you know.
And then Austin Kill tries to kill him. So,
Right.
you know.
yeah.
But that kind of seems like, at least for me, I mean, again, I'm not like the biggest, I don't watch every Xfinity race and all this and that. So my opinion could not matter. Yeah, I'm
It's-
sorry.
We're the
I watch more-
fanboys over here of the Xfinity series.
I watch
so-
more truck than I do Xfinity. But it kind of does seem
Oh,
like
you're a
that's
Corey
like,
Haim fan. Okay, gotcha.
it does kind of seem like that's a theme of the Xfinity series. Like you just kind of see that where like they're just hiring the money. And who is that one dude that just would not leave friggin' JRM for like the longest time?
Oh,
Pilot car dude. Daddy's money.
Annette.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Annette. Yeah.
Michael Annette.
Dude, like that kind of thing.
You
And
mean
then-
the guy that owns the Pilot
Yep.
gas stations?
Yep.
Yeah.
But like you just kind of see that, and it's a little disappointing because
It's like Paul Menard, but not winning.
yeah, like
races.
Right.
I get it's a business, you got to make money, whatever. But
Yeah.
like, you know, if you're making money but you're not competitive, it's like, especially when you're on like a more top tier team.
Oh yeah, it was a big deal
Winning.
when Michael Annette ran top 5. It was like what?
Yeah.
It's like, but in all
Did,
fairness,
did everyone else wreck?
Michael Annette and his family probably funded Junior Motorsports. for a long
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it's just sad to see. You want to see competitive cars filled
What are they-
with good prospects.
What do they say in college football? It's a rebuilding year. That's what JGR
Yeah.
saying. Rebuilding year right now. We got to
Hey,
get
Get
Hey,
Ryan
can
Truex
somebody-
in a car next year, man. He's going to get you in the victory lane.
on, bro.
Saying
That's
it now,
what
man. He's got talent. He's like, and he's
that's
proved himself.
especially because there's really not a big name next year besides Allgaier.
Yeah.
To me, a championship favorite. So, like, man,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't
Because
know.
I think your championship this year is down between 2 drivers, personally. But
I agree.
yeah. Yeah, you can guess who those 2 are. Final 4, and this was actually kind of fun because this, I don't know, this Final 4 felt really open-ended to me, so I'm really curious to see what you guys pick. But
You
I
want to do
had,
Final Four and champion in the same shot?
yeah, let's do that. Unfortunately, everyone's probably going to know who I pick, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I believe that the 7 of Allgaier makes it to the Final 4, the 88 of Zilish. I have the 41 of Mayer because I feel like his momentum right now, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the 41. And I had the 2 of Jesse Love, which I don't really love, but he is like crazy consistent. So I think he could consistent his way in. Plus, again, you got Dega in the round of 8. So that's why I went with Jesse Love. I think the championship's going to be between the 7 and the 88. And it's really tight, but I think just the extra laps, I feel like Allgaier goes back to back this year. I know I'm a homer. Y'all can make fun of me, and I might be wrong, but I don't know. I'm liking the 7 again, but I think if he doesn't win it, it's the 88.
Yeah, so I'll just jump in right here with you. I have the exact same picks, and I land on Allgaier.
Nice, my man. Come on.
He's too good at Phoenix, man.
Yeah,
It's still going to be going there for a second time, but Allgaier's just a beast there.
I
And
agree completely.
Especially with him kind of making his plan for his way out. Unfortunately, before too long,
Yeah,
he's going to get.
I agree. Jeff, what do you
Hey.
think?
So I think I'm going to go Connor Zilich and Justin Allgaier, of course. I'm going to go Jesse Love, and I think Austin Hill is going to wreck all the other cars in the
See,
field.
I have the same picks. I have the same picks. Good man.
I think he's going to be there's going to be only 4 left after Austin Hill.
Like everyone else just quits the sport. They're like, we're done. We're out.
Everyone's been hooked.
Oh my gosh, by Captain Hook. Who do you have as your champion?
I love my boy Allgaier, but I have faith in Connor Zilic. I think he might do it.
Someone had to pick him.
Yeah.
Again, I agree with Jeff.
Yeah.
100%.
Is it just copy paste for you?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, I think Austin Hill's going to steamroll his way in and wreck anybody who's in his way or potentially keeping him out. Plain and simple.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's such a good case to be made for the 7 and the 88. Like I just don't know how you bet against them.
Agreed.
So,
Hey, by the way, have y'all seen that stat that since Austin Hill got back from suspension, he's wrecked 39 cars?
yes. Oh, is it 39? I said 29 on the podcast. I was giving
I
him
don't know.
credit.
It's a bunch. Who cares?
Oh.
939, like whatever.
No, when you really think about it, Connor Zilic and Austin Hill is basically David and Goliath, but in NASCAR form.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? David wins in both stories. Yeah, but don't worry. Austin Hill's a blue collar guy, so I'm sure the 39 wrecked cars were,
Blue collar.
yeah. Gosh, I can't get over that moron. Sorry,
So
I bring him up every week.
Anytime I see him, all I
Here-
think of is Bobby Hill.
here, Kyle
Yeah.
Busch, hold my Rolex.
Yeah. Oh gosh, punch him straight in the face. So we're gonna roll into Truck Series, and since this is Jeff's favorite series, I'm gonna let him kick off every single question. So I'm going right to you first. So the first one again, we're gonna rate our favorites. So hit us up, man. What you got?
Man, I mean, obviously, leaderboard, love Corey Haim. You know, he's been doing really good this year, and I think it's an A+. So, yeah.
Boy, there's a hot take.
Whoa. No, but if I had to pick a second, I like Lane Riggs too. So
I like
that's
that.
been
Appreciate
good,
that.
good battle all year.
Even though
So-
Jake made fun of me for my shirt, I agree with you.
My favorite is Matt Crafton, and I'm gonna have to give us a D.
Never mind, I can't say that on the air.
I like these guys because, again, I'm just going Matt Crafton also, and I think it's time for him to hang it up. I love
I'm
the guy,
telling you.
but it's time.
If it's too late now because people are gonna miss it, but I mean, I guess there's a few races left. That is absolutely the greatest listen to in all 3 national series. That radio channel is goated. It is the funniest. These 2 old men yelling, fighting, cussing each other down. It's the best. It is literally gold. But it's almost over.
I need to get the scanner out
favorite
just for it.
radio, all of Speed Weeks is listening to Matt Crafton in the Truck Series. All he does is, dude, it's the best rants you've ever heard the whole
Is
race.
he the cranky old get off my damn lawn guy? Is that like his attitude? I feel like I can see that.
Oh yeah. But,
I was gonna say it's probably
like-
just like listening to Ken Schrader because Ken Schrader's the same way, and I love it.
I thought you were going to say Kenny Edkin.
That's
Sorry,
the
inside joke.
tradition at the Friday night truck race at Daytona. Is like you sit down, you've got your drinks, you got your snacks, you got your radio. Matt Crafton.
All right.
The
Well,
whole race.
when we go
This
to
is the old
Martinsville
man.
in the fall,
100%.
I got to put Matt Crafton
Yeah.
on now. I got to hear it.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
you said like the old man on my lawn. No, it's like the old sailor.
Yeah.
There's more curse words on that channel than the rest of the field combined.
Yeah.
So more or less than what David provides for us on a weekly basis.
Oh, way more.
Oh,
Makes it look
man.
like a preschool.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah.
sound like you guys are in church.
I was gonna say makes the Bush brothers look good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What do you think over? Oh, did you already answer?
Yeah, I agree.
Piggyback all of it.
Piggyback. Yep.
Well, I'm a Lane Riggs fan. If everyone couldn't figure that out, and I'm going to go A-. They were a little slow to get started, but I mean, the last couple months, it's the 11 or the 34 every week. I feel like so. You know, it's
How many
it's
wins
hard to.
has Riggs got?
4, I think.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
that man-
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
He's
Oh,
had
yeah,
a
he's-
great last couple months. They didn't for whatever reason they did not start great, but man, they've picked it up the last couple months. So it's been fun to see. So I'm going right back to you, Jeff. Biggest surprise so far in the Truck Series 2025.
Dang. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, he's done pretty good. But I've been really surprised by Caden Honeycutt as a whole.
My man, I literally had the same thing. I'm 100% with you.
Yeah. I've been really surprised with him. Really impressed overall. Jake's over here like biting his tongue over here.
Honestly, I don't know that I have one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
that's a good one. I'll probably
I was gonna say that's
jump on
kind
that
of
too.
that's kind of the only thing I could really say. I love the truck series. I love watching the races every year, but nothing like overtly surprising. But I would say that's probably
Actually, I have one. Why? How come nobody's hired Corey Heim?
yeah.
That'd be my.
That is
What
a
are we
good
doing?
point.
Yeah. Sounds like he's
that's-
hired for next year from what I'm hearing. So,
Sounds like maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Depends on
that's
who
a
gets
good,
started.
good one. But
Yeah.
Hayden Honeycutt did a good job so far.
Great,
This
great
year.
answer. What do you think, Kev?
So I had Caden Honeycutt also, and I also love the fact that he's covering for Stuart Friesen in a decent team, so he's actually able to showcase his abilities. You know, he was kind of a mid pack truck, and now he's actually got some good equipment, and he's showing off. I love it. My other thing
wait
is
till next year.
oh, good.
I was say wait till next year. He's getting in that 11 truck,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Yeah,
correct.
dude, that's gonna be deadly.
No doubt.
Deadly,
no doubt.
deadly.
I also think Thor Motorsports is kind of fallen off a little bit, and I'm a little sad to see it, if I'm being totally honest.
Well, that's a great tee up. We're gonna go right into biggest disappointment. Jeff, what do you feel?
Well, I was gonna say Thor Motorsports,
Yep.
but he already brought it up. But yeah, Thor Sport is I don't know. They've kind of come up on bad times. They're not the top tier team that they used to be. They just kind of seem to bop around the different manufacturers every year and just kind of like I don't know. They just can't seem to put it together. It's kind of disappointing to see.
Yeah. What do you think, Jake?
It's definitely gonna be Thor, but if I'm gonna be
Pacific.
Pacific, Atlantic.
Yeah, probably Ben Rhodes, man.
It's a good pick.
Went from being a champion to a champion contender to
Yeah, that's a good
not good.
yeah.
I don't know why either, because the needle, the landscape doesn't change that fast in the truck series. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, even like in the Xfinity series, now that nobody's building new chassis, like it doesn't really change much. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? There's not some new thing to hit on anymore. So I don't really know what happened to Thor Sport. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, Ben Rhodes. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that we're not going to see a drunk Ben Rhodes at the media center at post championship. That's the best.
I listen. I have enjoyed that. That's been pretty good. Are you going Thor Sport as well?
Yeah, I am. I mean, even Ty Majeski, who's I'd say arguably the best truck in that stable right
for
now.
sure. Yeah.
Even he
Yeah.
hasn't been as dominant as years past. I mean, I think he showed up for what two races basically.
All the flat short tracks.
Yeah.
he's there. But
Yep.
I had
Those
Thor
are
Sport
some
as
points,
well.
though.
So
Yeah. Man, I want to comment on your Ty Majeski thing. That's such a good point too, because dude, like, I don't know if you guys watch him like in Cars Tour. I don't know if he does many Cars Tour races, I'm not sure, but anything
not
he
as much
races
as he used to.
super
He used
late
to do
model,
a lot.
dude, anything he runs in super late model, like he just he's
Tears it up.
so good. Oh my God.
Yeah, tears it up.
Like, we saw him down there at the Freedom Factory, like a 200 lap feature. I think he led every lap. I mean, he's a beast, dude.
Here's a crazy thought: is he a candidate for one of those Ram trucks? Could be that could be good.
I'm trying to get
Yeah.
there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
It
he
ain't
could light the
working at
world on
Thor
fire. Yeah. No, I'm 100% with the Thor Sport thing. Final Four Truck Series. I feel like this was a tough pick because it's like, who the frick actually makes it other than the 34 and the 11? What do you think, Jeff?
Oh man.
I got Corey Heim out. No,
Dang, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
he's only
just-
62 points above the cut line. It's not enough.
Yeah. I'd say Corey Heim.
He's
I've
already
got
locked into the Final Four.
Oh yeah, basically locked in. Corey Heim, Lane Riggs. Man, I'm gonna go Chandler Smith, and then I have faith. I think I'm gonna go pick Ty Majeski.
Wow.
I like to see him pick it up in the playoffs and have a couple good runs and maybe win a couple or something, or win one at least. I don't know.
And then I feel dumb even asking this, but who's your champion?
Yeah, Corey Heim. I mean, like, I wanted to upset the fruit basket and say Lane Riggs, but I don't know.
I'll do it to be different. I'll pick Lane Riggs for the championship, but he'll obviously be joined by Corey Heim. I think I'll also take Chandler. There's just too many playoff points there to not pick those guys. But I think I'm gonna pick. Man, I think Grant Enfinger, man. I think he can.
Oh, man.
He doesn't have bad races. He keeps it clean, and I think in the trucks, that's all you got to do.
Picking the finger.
Yeah, the finger.
The finger.
That's a pretty solid pick. Kev, what do you think?
So I got Corey Heim and Riggs, just like everybody else, but I was going with Daniel Hemrick, and I'm going with Ty Majeski.
Nice.
As much as it pains me to say this, I think Daniel Hemrick's going to get sneaky. Like, he's going to get sneaky.
You
right
think
at
a
the end.
Hemrick championship?
I do.
He could be a two-time national champion with like 3 wins.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a feeling. That's all I
I was
got.
there for that one too.
Oh gosh. I mean,
Hamrick, you finally did it. And it was like, oh my God.
it's gonna be another 3 years till you do anything.
No,
Just like Tyler Ankrum.
as long as the funding doesn't run out.
Yeah. I mean, 11 and 34 in the Final Four. Again, we're all on the same page there. I actually have Honeycutt making it. Him in this 52 truck. I like what I'm seeing. I think he's got something there. And I had Hemrick in the Final Four as well. I think the 19 makes it. I wanted to do Majeski so bad. My faith in ThorSport is just not super high. So I didn't have him making it. And then the champion, just to be different, I picked the 34. The 11 is the odds-on favorite, so I just had to be different. Yeah, I could not. I went homer every other freaking series. I had to just finish it out. So, yeah. So
Yep. I think how many races has Honeycutt run for the 52? Is it 1 or 2?
Just one.
One.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of it because he did one race in
did a
a
one-off,
Young Motorsports at the Glen. So
he's gonna have that Toyota information now,
dude.
They may.
Dude, talk
put
about
on-
an upset. That would be such a stud move on Honeycutt's part.
How funny would that be if
that would be
Honeycutt
awesome.
wins?
That would be
and
amazing.
then takes Heim's ride next year.
He pulled
All right.
Kyle Larson,
Man, without the N word.
right?
I had Honeycutt on my list, but I swapped it for Enfinger just because I see Enfinger not making mistakes. I think the 52 can make it, but they need a little bit more Toyota support.
Sure.
They need a couple really good Toyota TRD trucks, you know?
I mean,
No,
I'll be
that truck's good.
stoked if he makes it. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So
Enfinger's a great dude, man. It's hard to root against him. I'd be okay with that. So I have one last question, and then obviously, Jake, if you have anything else you want to throw out, please take the floor. My last question, and I'll try not to make this super long. Your ideal. This has been a big topic in the last couple of weeks. Your ideal playoff format.
I think it goes back to consistency is key. You know, I don't like the stage breaks and busting up the race and everything like that. I grew up with old school NASCAR. I think the only time they should be, going slow is if someone wrecks on the field for safety. You know what I mean?
Are you a Mark Martin 36 race points championship guy?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
All right. Jake, what do you think?
So I'm been a fan of the playoffs since it started. I actually really like it. I mean, I've watched for a long time. I've seen every iteration of the championship format. I think what I'd like to see is the same probably a 24 race regular season. And then the same playoffs that we have, 3 rounds, 9 races, but then we also have 3 races for the final round. Or maybe
That's
we
great.
cut some elimination. Maybe there's one less round, but I don't know. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it as long as there's not one race at the end. The other thing I don't like I love the win you're in, because I think that's what made Daytona this past weekend amazing. And that's what makes a lot of races amazing and exciting. And it makes the Austin Dillon win a big deal. It makes it exciting, gives us plenty to talk about, So I like the winning in. I do not like the win in advance when the playoffs start. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay.
I think
That would fix this format.
I'm
I think.
with you a lot there. There.
if you get rid of one race at the end, maybe go to 3 and get rid of winning you're in or win in advance, then honestly, the rest of it, I'm fine. I'm good.
dang. Yeah, I think everyone here for the Speed is kind of on the same wavelength when it comes to the playoff format. I think we've all really enjoyed it. I know I have personally. I kind of have. I think the only one that doesn't agree is Matt with the final race.
Matt loves the final race.
He loves the one race, which I think delegitimizes it a lot more than maybe it should.
I feel like one race would be more legit as long as you don't have the win in advance.
Okay.
Then it is truly
think-
the best 4 guys.
Sure, I think that can be fair, but I prefer it to be just like every other round. I think it's more hype that you can build around it. So I like that's something I would change. But the skeleton of the format, I really like. I'm not really sure how I feel about the win in advance versus not. I guess maybe that's something I haven't really thought about much. But I mean, either way, I just like that. I'm a big fan of momentum and consistency. So like, I don't think you can show consistency or momentum just by one race. So it's kind of one of those things where if you have a good round, great. Like you've earned your spot.
Yeah.
But like but I also don't like the idea of like one bad race and your whole round is ruined.
Yeah.
Like I like the ability to have, you still have 2 races to come back and make up something or try
that's
something.
a fair point too.
So
one wreck that's not your fault.
Right.
Take you out.
So the win in advance has its pros and cons with that. Like the fact that you can have 2 races that are out of character for you and your team, and then you have a chance to make it and still be, I guess, legitimate as far as championship contendership. Those are kind of my thoughts. But I like in the very least, I like the skeleton of the playoff format the way it is right now.
Yeah.
And I'm actually kind of mostly with you guys because I do like the pressure for teams to not just coast the end of the season, so I do kind of like the pressure of the playoffs, but I do struggle for the legitimacy. So I'm a big advocate. I think the win in the end during the regular season, there has to be a points cutoff. Like, how livid would the world be right now if Cole Custer would have won Saturday night? He's like 31st in points.
Fine with it.
I don't like it at all. So I think they used to have the top 25 rule. I'm great with it. I wouldn't even be offended if you made it top 20. But top 25 I like because I feel like it gives you the excitement, the pressure to perform, but it maintains some legitimacy. And then my favorite playoff format, I think, for the playoffs, I think you keep it 10 races. You only make it 12 cars. So you just slide every round kind of up. Because I think 16 is way too many. That's just my opinion. Which also would fix the win in the end, because if you're 31st in points, you're not going to be high enough to make it in. And then your final 4 round would be 4 races instead of 1. Even what you guys said is great. I don't like the single race because it's just like, again, they're going to Phoenix. If a Penske car makes it to Phoenix, they're the champion, and if you talk about crowning like your best driver of the year, that's crap. Like if Denny Hamlin wins 8 races this year, but loses to the 12 car at Phoenix, that just,
we saw this a
sticky.
few years ago, right? Kevin Harvick.
Yep.
Just the final 4.
Yep, exactly. After him and Hamlin both won 9 races or something that season collectively. Like,
it's crazy.
So
I think
that's the big thing.
Yeah, I think to me, honestly, what I would my ideal with the parity that we have now, I think the original chase format would be incredible.
I think so too. I do agree with you
guys, because like it wouldn't matter. Like
sure,
cool, like Austin Dillon's in it. Maybe Josh Berry's in it. They never would have made it, but like with them winning an end, like it gives them more TV time.
Sure,
they have no shot to make it realistically, right? So I think I would like that, but I don't think you can go back to that, honestly. I think if you go back to that, you delegitimize everything you did since then.
Yeah.
That, unfortunately, you know what I mean? But I think would be the best.
One thing I'd like to comment on is your idea about just kind of sliding all the rounds up 1 and making it 12 instead of 16. I'm not too mad about that, honestly. I kind of like it. And when you think about it, it's like 16 cars. There's like, roughly 40, 30, like high 30s in the field. It's almost half the field's in the playoffs when you really think about it in a way. And I'm kind of just like, make the playoffs harder to get into. Make it more exclusive. 12 cars, you got like maybe a little over 25% of the field makes the playoffs. And then the 75.
But I feel like
I like it.
I feel like that's a fix for what we have now.
Sure, like the win in dilemma. Like, is that the
Because you're trying to more legitimize the field, right? Because then or the entry field, right? The playoff field by reducing it versus why not fix the playoff format to like, sure, you can get in, but you really ain't got no shot.
Yeah, because then you get like if we did
Guido Logano last year.
yeah, if we did it this way, then it's like, it also makes like just leading up to the playoffs a little bit more competitive too. Cause like, okay, you might have 16 winners and there's only 12 spots. So it's like, there's incentive to have to run hard. Even if you're, having a decent year, you're in 14th or 13th, having a good year, you still have to make the playoffs.
But if you go to 12, then when you get to Daytona for a regular season, then anybody that doesn't have at least one win, like this race means nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think
don't know.
there's a
You
balancing act there, I think. Yeah.
A little bit.
I feel like they don't need to pick the middle of the road. You got to go one or the other. You got to go smaller field, no gimmicks on advancing, or you go the bigger field and you just kind of get rid of some of the gimmicks. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think for me, the biggest thing is the one race championship. I think even if you keep it 16 and maybe you do like a little round adjustment, I think even that I'm good with. And Talladega, for the love of God, needs to be out of the round of 8. That is the dump. That is going to screw up the championship this year. I would put money on it right now. Yeah, it's stupid.
Any of the super speedways, really.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say because it's like, I don't want to say like super speedway racing is like not legitimate or whatever, but it's just kind of one of those things like, in my opinion, I'd be okay with no plate tracks, or I'm sorry, no plate tracks, no super speedways.
We all call it that too. You're good.
Yeah. No super speedways in the playoffs. Just like, I think
I'm good with it in the round of 12. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with it there too. Truthfully, yeah.
It's pretty exciting, But round of 8 is just
and
ridiculous.
I get the idea of like having a little bit of each kind of track in the playoffs. Like I understand, but yeah, like I don't want to like watch my playoff race and then like you said, like Cole Custer wins. Like that's kind of lame.
I think even if they did go back to like a chase format, I think they should still do what they do now, where you get awarded bonus points for wins in the regular season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
it gets you so you do the same chase format, 16 guys, but let's say a win gets you 10 playoff points, and you start with 10 points.
Yeah.
Instead of resetting every round, you'd have to give them more value because you're not resetting every 3 races.
Yeah.
But I that would be cool. So that way, like Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, William Byron, they have a 25, maybe a 50-point lead. They helped him. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. But to kind of just close out my thoughts on it. I mean, like in the very least, out of everything we've talked about, in the very least, if you just made the last round 4 races or 3 races,
not
3 races, like I'd be okay with it. Even if it has to be more than 1.
I think, and Kevin, to your point, if they do 36 race format, which I don't think they ever will,
no, they'll never go back to it.
I don't think so either. I think that's gone.
I like that too. I'm all for that too.
Yeah, I grew up with that. I enjoyed watching it, and you could definitely see the teams pushing. I mean, look at how many guys got back out there after their cars were absolutely demoed, so that they could make more points. And I think that's something that NASCAR did better with this season as far as relaxing on that wreck car policy. I think they did a little bit better with it, but I do think that it coming down to one race just isn't a good encapsulation of who truly the best driver was for the season.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with that is because you all come in equal, one bad pit stop, you're out.
Exactly.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
how Brad Kay lost his second championship, because the Skip Flores missed a lug nut or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how
Or
Chase Elliott won.
even not even something out of your control. Like, for example, at Daytona, if Chase Elliott slid through Ross Chastain slid through his box.
Thanks
and
for that,
blocked
by the
light.
way. That was nice. Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome.
Didn't matter.
But I mean that you know what I mean, like that something that's totally out of your control,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, I'm 100% with you guys. So, did you have any other thoughts, Jake? I want to give you an opportunity. If
I feel like we covered most everything.
I think we did.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe just real quick, last 10 races. What race are you guys looking forward to the most, or are you going to any more?
So our entire team is going to
Martinsville, right?
Martinsville, yeah, and we are going like the whole weekend. So we're going for the Miatas, the modifieds, the trucks, Xfinity,
Dude,
and
I
Cubs.
can't wait for the Miatas. That's gonna be so much.
Yeah, Kevin might be more excited for the Miatas than anything else.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped. It's going to be such a crapshoot. It's going to be so good.
Hey, there's still tickets if you guys want to drive up. I'm just saying, there's still room.
I thought about going to Darlington this weekend.
Martinsville's
But-
not much further, just a little bit further up the coast.
I think it's like like 12 hours, 11 hours. Not bad. It's really not
Nothing.
bad.
It's like 5 for us.
But
So that's perfect.
I think for us, we're not going to anything else this year, are we?
No. But
Next year, man, we got a lot on the slate, especially with Homestead coming back. So there's 3 right off the rip. Plus me and DJ talking about going to San Diego. That's 4.
That's a potential for us next year's Homestead. That we've loosely talked about that.
Yeah,
So
I'd be down.
We're going to go. I don't know if we're going to, because camping at Homestead isn't great. It's all outside the track. I wish it was inside.
Oh. Well, and it's for us, camping there would be such a pain in the butt. I feel like we might just do the hotel and rental car thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, for me, there's a couple of marquee races that I like to watch. Kind of that are just these are some of the best chances for certain people to win. So I like watching Las Vegas. But personally, just because of the Richmond race last week, and it gives me a little hope for this car. I'm actually kind of looking forward to Darlington and seeing how that kind of turns out. I think if they have this momentum that NASCAR has, there's a lot of potential for it to be good. So, so we'll see how it goes.
I think the race I'm probably looking forward to the most is probably Talladega. Not what it does to the playoff implications, but we always typically throw a pretty big party for Talladega.
Oh, Talladega is awesome.
So we always get together with a bunch of people, and I always try to invite somebody new and get them, try to get them interested. So
if it races like Daytona did last week, then maybe it'll be
chaos.
It'll be good.
Well, and even the fan experience camping out at Talladega is legit. I mean, that's one of the
we
best
haven't
places
done it
to
yet.
be.
I want to go so bad.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you guys haven't, honestly. I kind of figured you would have by now.
I know. Maybe one day.
Then you'll be the ones up till 3 a.m. on Talladega Boulevard.
It's tough because the spring date falls around a bunch of birthdays around the family.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much has to come down to the fall race, but by that point, we've been to so many races, we're broke.
All good reasons. All good reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went really light this year. So Martinsville was kind of, my camper has not moved in 15 months. So I kind of got this itch like, guys, we need to do Martinsville this year. Let's just do it.
Camp?
Yeah, we're going to take the camper down.
Nice.
So
How far of a drive is that for you?
About 5-6 hours, depending on traffic.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really a pretty easy drive.
It is.
I think it's only 5. It's pretty quick because Charlotte's 7, so it should be about 5 for us.
It's about like us going to Atlanta.
Yeah. I want to go to Atlanta.
Man, y'all got to go. That's the best race of the whole year in person. Hands down.
And it's it's actually good. I mean, again, like it's one of the tracks that this car does well at. So
Yeah, you just don't want to get caught anywhere after dark. You just got to make sure you're in a safe spot, just like being in Chicago.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that next year and come hang out with you guys.
Dude, you are in the country for Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta's like
You're not
like an hour away
near
from
the
Atlanta.
city.
Oh, thank God.
Not even close. It's like Chicagoland in Chicago.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So that's good. I just know Atlanta's
Completely different
got a
town.
lot of stuff going on, and it's all bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot.
Atlanta
Thank you.
proper is.
Sorry,
not
you just
nice.
reminded me. Chicagoland. I totally missed
We
out on
didn't
the
talk about
Schedules. Big win, huge win. Love it. That's gonna be a good race.
As long as they don't repave it.
Yeah.
If they repave it, I'm going to be pissed.
According to Bianchi, they're not. They're
That's good.
leaving it as which ISC after
hold on to their money.
After the Iowa thing, I was a little nervous, but it looks like ISC is not doing anything dumb. So hallelujah.
Just the question with everything else. It's like the track. We know the track is good, but what package, what car, what are they going to do? That's the variable. So we'll see.
Well, guys, this has been fun.
Yeah, it's always fun, man. I wish we could do more stuff with you guys, but this is good.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I had fun meeting you guys,
off-season.
talking. It was good stuff.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yeah.
Likewise.
But
We have to tell David we missed him.
I'll tell him. I'm sure
that
he'll
much.
miss you guys too. We might have to do something else with you guys since David had to miss this one. We'll get him his Blue Chew microphone for next time.
Maybe a season wrap up.
Yeah, we may have to do that.
That's what we were joking before. Like maybe Matt and David are just having their own little private Zoom together.
I was gonna say, hey, as long as they record us, we can post it. Yeah, it's all about the content.
just put an old Mark Martin Viagra car right in front of his. Where's my?
I got one. Here you go. You're talking to like the biggest Mark Martin fan in the world. I got all of them. So yeah. No, always a pleasure, guys. Looking forward to our next time, and just good Lord, we got to find a race to go together to because it's been too long already. So
Daytona 500.
maybe you guys will come out of your camper this time when we get there.
It was raining.
It was
It was raining and we were exhausted from nighttime activities.
You don't understand. Like if it rains hard enough, you step out of the camper and there's so much water you can't even see your foot.
That's true.
So
our
it's
our
like-
camping spot is downhill, and we were during what was it?
We are the water.
Saturday morning. We had 4 inches of water above the ground.
Your TikToks were legit, man. They were.
Oh, did you see us out there sweeping water?
Oh yeah, I watched all of them, man. They were good.
that was 2 or 3 hours after the rain.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Well, hopefully
But
soon.
anyways, We'll
Yeah.
do it. We'll do it. We'll figure it out.
Same thing. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll be back in 3 days or 4 days, hopefully talking about a good Darlington race. So have a good week, y'all. Holla.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.